Hello there, and welcome back. Last time we cleaned up the, vassals in Thessalonica. We, got most of the things sorted. I still need to deal with this guy. But, well, it won't be my problem for too long, let's just be honest. So, recommend conversion. No, we're not going to do that. But I had a look at the tech tree last time. Again, Household Soldiers is really nice, so we're going to finish that. It's just 7 years. But I really should have gotten Royal Prerogative quite a bit earlier, simply because it allows me to have a high Crown Authority law, and I believe that allows me to retract vassals without, getting tyranny, which would be really nice for, cleaning up the borders before I hand out the kingdoms, and, stuff like that. But I was hoping my vassals would deal with, the problem up north here. They have not, so I'm gonna have to step in, and we're gonna do a war against the Swedes. At least the Swedes that we can. While we wait for basically wait for, what am I trying to say here? Stumbling above on my words here while trying to declare these wars. But what we're trying to do is very, very simple. We're gonna attack Sweden, try and conquer Sweden to get rid of the Asatru, or old Asatru heresy. There's also some Ukonosko. Probably pronounced that very wrong. Before we attack Aquitaine, because I'm currently trying to, plot to kill this man. And if this man dies, I believe the alliance with Aquitaine will, cease, which will make it easy to deal with them. But we don't need to worry about that right now. We are going to move the rally point. It's like I forget how to play every now and again. I think the local army should be enough here. Maybe. We'll have to see. Depends how big my local army actually is. It's taking quite a while to gather here, and that could be problematic because we're being attacked. But we should... I'll probably win. It's funny. Let's see. This guy has the enemy failed casualties. I think we'll go with this guy. Which still means that I'll probably win. See? I'm actually winning, which is surprising, but I guess it's because we have mostly retinue. And that's actually quite the good victory too. They had twice the number of troops, and they lost basically, well, quite a bit more than we did. Let's just put it like that. 2,600. I think this might be enough, honestly. 100 PS has arrived. We don't care about that. He's not a target for us. We've already won this war against the Count. Let's just enforce the mounts. We'll save more money doing that, and we will, continuing the war. So there's no reason to do such a thing. And again here, I'm kind of making a super kingdom here in Norway. But I will allow that to happen. And then we can, split them up later. Once they... Basically, he'll split himself up to some degree once I hand him the title King of Sweden. So... Until then, I'm not too worried. Deakin gets under siege. They walk down here. That's fine. I should still be able to... Oh, maybe not. 475 versus... Have my vassals upgraded this? No. I won't be able to finish that siege, but... we'll deal with this count first, just to let... That's the amount of people we have to fight. We have some notable factions here. Greek Orthodox populists. Problematic. So, the man in charge of cleaning the clothes of Basileus guards is brought to me. No one will notice him tampering with their clothes, and if something distracting for the guards could be planted, what would you have me do, Lord? So, we pay 50 gold here to speed it up, but it doesn't matter. So, we're gonna cut holes in the clothes and, improper areas. The most fun you can have back in medieval times. We do have some prisoners here. That's a decent amount of money. Can get rid of you like this. I will. The captain would not accept this, that's fine. We're back to being a dreadful ruler, as things are supposed to be. There we are. We did not capture anyone, I assume, so we're just gonna force demands, and I'm gonna siege this purely because it's the capital area, and I might be able to, capture the King of Sweden, which would end the war way sooner. So we're just gonna siege that quickly. Passing of Duke Jedvard, the future of the North Sea has changed its course. We will never know what kind of High King he would have become, or if his death is a blessing, or a curse upon this High Kingdom. So my heir has died, and that gave me a tiny amount of stress. Currently, this guy is, you know, the one that people endorse. Honestly, I'm a bit uncertain who I want to endorse myself. I think we'll go with the King of Denmark. Sort them by military strength. The King of Denmark, sure, yep, there he is. There we are. Hopefully that should be enough. First line to inherit Brandenburg. Cornwall, do not care. 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 And do not care. Don't care about this either. Yeah, the powerful vassals expect council position is just going to be there forever now, simply because we don't have enough council positions for all the vassals. I could educate the Gita Ingling. I'm just going to say your daughter is your responsibility. I get a weak hook on him though, that could actually be beneficial. I don't know if he has... he does have forced succession, but even so, sure, I'll educate the girl, it's fine. She's too young to murder me. I say I'm about to die. A meal to die for. My agents have prepared for weeks. The cook has been bribed to look the other way. Poison has been acquired, and the duck was gifted to Basileus Leon alone. It will be rubbed with the poison, and the bed of herbs will mask the smell as it is served. The deadly bitterness will be the last thing my target ever tastes. So we're poisoning him at a banquet. Banquet? Banquet? I don't know anymore. Bon appetit, Leon. 95% chance of murder. Thanks to the duck and the poison vial, Basileus is finally dead. Even better, in his death throes, a bone got stuck in his throat. Now it's unclear exactly what killed him at all. It must have been something he ate. There we go. We actually kill him. So we're gonna finish this war here with the Swedes, and then we'll go for Aquitaine down here. Do they still have the? They do not have the alliance with. Do they? Just realized I pressed the wrong man. He's allied to a prince of the Byzantine Empire, a count. So we should be fine. Oh, someone is actually planning to kill me. Melissa is my rival, and she is trying to kill me. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Why would you do such a thing? But yeah, I might have made a mistake in deciding to siege the capital because it's taking forever. And I might have to raise more troops. Let's just go for some upgrades while we can. Upgrading the castle is the easiest way to get more levi. So we're going to make sure that all our holdings have, you know, maximum level upgrades. We took some... I don't know why I can't speak today. It's like I forgot how to speak since I played last, and it's so annoying. Well, if he had money, these guys would be valuable. Sadly, he does not have money, and thus they're not valuable. It's sad. Finish converting Santian. Let's see, do we have any old Asa tree? We have one there and one there. The big question is, should I focus on, you know, the Orthodox? Probably should, just because right now they are a rather, you know, big group, so to speak. Let's just help the newborn king of Thessalonica to basically assert his reign, if you will. And we should be able to win this battle. We have better troops, we have retinues, knights, and I think we will maybe not be able to stop them? No, we won't be able to stop the siege. But we should win the battle, so it's fine. I've received an offer from Philip Deakin, a nobleman from London. If the letter is to be believed, he's an experienced herbalist who would be willing to share his knowledge in return for room and board. I'm always eager to learn something new. I become a herbalist, which is actually a good trait, honestly. I could have him plant a garden of sacred herbs. I could grow rare flowers to make my wife love me more. Or I could just say no. So honestly, I think we're going to take the herbalist trait here, but he is a seducer and he is a witch. A giant witch. So this could be funny, honestly. Let's go with faithful here, and we'll probably work down the... Yeah, we're going to work down this tree because it's conversion based. Yeah, we're going to move down the left side first. Yeah, we won the battle, and honestly, I'm just going to siege their land because that should be quicker than re-sieging mine in terms of war score, and it should lead to some battles. Can you sub titles? I can create titles, negotiate alliances. Simon England become my rival? Ow. Oh, he was being, you know, rude to me. Instead of, you see, him losing control, that sort of thing, he was just straight up rude. And I didn't take it well, which, you know, is how I do things. So we'll see this, then go fight them one more time. Currently, in terms of war score, we are holding a decent amount of it, actually. We'll get more than 20% just from taking this. Simply because it's part of the, you know, war goal. I'm close to the end. I will be dead within a year. I guess what this means is I need to finish this war quick, honestly. And I should now have a look here to the active election of the North Sea. I will go sum of all skills, and we'll see if we can find, you know, a decent heir. Now, what I could do is also look at these guys and see what they have in terms of prestige. He's illustrious, the 4th level of fame, which will allow me to invade. So I could also go for, you know, devoted servant, 3rd level of devotion. Not the best. But if I focus on that, I could, in theory, string together a lot of rulers that have the invasion casus belli, and then I can just use that to, you know, conquer the people around me. But currently, I'm still working on the, you know, uniting the realms. I could use a lot of older rulers to kind of cheese it, honestly, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So we'll try and find someone who is around 30. Sadly, he is sterile, which is, you know, not a good trait. Do you have any children? You have a inbred child. That's not good. You have 2 inbred children. That's actually worse. So yeah, I made a mistake there, for sure. I'm still going to go sum of all skills, and I think most people do, you know, like me. So that should give me a advantage here. Impatient, cynical, and greedy. That's not the best traits to have. Midas touch though. And genius. So lifestyle experience, 70% on stewardship. I could use this guy to basically build my Demnes, but low learning would mean, you know, slow research. My niece here. Balanced skills, young. Could go for the dwarf granddaughter. 17-year-old niece. Again, a lot of these people have the Amazonian and genius traits. Do we have a funny, you know, option? A dwarf with Herculean, genius, and beautiful. 26-year-old, Midas touched, greedy, arbitrary, and lazy. Not the best of traits. But again, there is a lot of, you know, children to choose from here. This might actually be a good choice. Ready sellers, we like that trait. Allows us to execute people with impunity. The main concern here would be that if I were to try and elect Prince Bo here, as you can see, I have a very high vote score myself, but the total amounts of votes, 745. So even if I vote for him, that doesn't mean the rest will. So let's go back to some of our skills, and I just want to have a look here and see what else we can find, because most of the like younger generation, if you will, won't have as high skill level as the rest, because they haven't gotten their education perks yet. Is this a nice or good granddaughter? Nephew? Other nephew? But again, we kind of want genius, and we definitely want, you know, Amazonian or Herculean, because they're just so very, very nice. So I think we are going to go with Mr. Bow here, also because he has consecrated blood. It's a, you know, extra fame trait, which is always nice to have. He is content though. Um, which is, to be fair, not the worst, but not the best trait. Let's just leave it at that. So if we go to the electors now, a lot of them will, you know, not vote for my candidate. Because, you know, he's only a child, -10. But as you can see here, the Dane man here does have a lot of perks and, you know, things that makes them like him. So unless we have the benefit here of, you know, some of the bigger voters, if you will, I don't think I can make Bo the heir. I probably have to go with the one the Danes chose, because Dane man himself has a pretty high amount of vote, I believe, or voting power. Sort them by rank. Court Chaplain Aki of Denmark. The fact that he has that much voting power is impressive. But I will like allow a month to pass, and hopefully, you know, not split my realm here. We'll have to see though. Basically, I should get a warning if Bo becomes heir. But as you can see, my game is currently slowing down quite a lot, and that is because the election is going on at full force. And as you can see, Bo doesn't have many supporters, but the support of these two split because I chose Bo. So if I sort by some of those skills again, and I find like someone who's 26 or 25, again my nephew here, again doesn't have the best traits, we can probably just toss him into you know, a learning skill tree after we do the Midas Touch skill tree and get some learning up, get some research up. But it'll have to be considered. Again, having a high stewardship would make a lot of money, which would be nice. So it's something we could consider. This granddaughter is also nice, but again, wolf. So a lot of choices to see. If we had someone who had also traits that we would consider pious, that would be nice. Could go with my son here with Rakish, but again, wolf. Lazy, impatient. So currently, I think the best option, except for Bo, would be that 25-year-old. Duke Gustav is near death. It's not good. Yeah, it seems like that 25-year-old, which will be 26. Like, it'll be 10 years that I lose technically, because I could get a 16-year-old if I work hard enough. But we're gonna give Starkett a go here and see how people feel about him. And he's even more disliked than Bo by looks of things. He's a foreigner. Oh, he became French? Oh no, I don't want to murder him. Huh. That's a problem. That's actually a real problem. So it seems like my next ruler will actually end up being King Magnus here of Denmark. And he does have decent skills. He has two, you know, pious traits. He's got a decent amount of children. And I'll have to see here how this pans out. I'm a little bit unsure if he has any, you know... He actually does have a super kid, too. So in theory, I could not, you know, just not pick up the health traits and let him die in his 70s. Let's see if I find a good child. So, I think we might just go for this guy, honestly. His health is good. He's 43. He has decent prestige level, tier 4. And if we just find a couple of wars or start a war before, you know, we croak, we can probably, you know, make something work there. So we're going to go back to, you know, the choice that I made, which was the King of Denmark. And honestly, I should just do this because it'll allow me to, you know, fix the borders that currently plague Denmark, if you will. I could also just, you know, slap it in under Norway and create a Super King again. So I'll have to see what I do, but I'm probably going to hand out the Kingdom of Denmark to someone else. The dukes under here will have to, you know, form their own kingdom, Pomerania. Do I have enough to form it? I do have enough to form it, so I could just, again, create a vassal king here, Pomerania, and work out from there. I'm probably going to hand over Holstein and maybe Ostfalm to the Denmark just to, you know, make sure that my kingdoms are connected by a land border. But for now, again, I want to try and finish the war with Sweden, and then we can do the Holy War. As things seem to be, we are going to go for... well, I don't care about that. I can imprison them, but I don't care. Another scandal. Probably a child, by the looks of it. Did I just catch that army? Yeah, I did. There we are. Stack wipe that one. Now we shall stack wipe this one. And that might actually be enough, but we can get a new thing here. So making a killing. Gaining gold from battles. Enemy casualties being higher. That's good too. So honestly, I should get Vasilian Bloodline. Solely because we're starting to get bad traits. But for now, we're going to go with finishing this line. And then we can finish this line and probably Kin or Glory. I'll have to have a look. Sinful King exposed. Let me guess, the King of Denmark? Wait. You converted. That's actually kind of problematic. Till death do us apart. So, my wife has died. Well, I'm soon going to be following her, so it's not, you know, a big issue. Well, that's just mean and horrible of me to say, but you catch my drift, I would assume. Let's see, have I not? They can land in small land. But yeah, the goal is to try and finish this war and start the Holy War down south. Starting, you know, in that Holy War might not be the best, but it would actually be really good for my my heir. And the reason why I'm saying that is we can capture a bunch of people. We gain prestige from ransoming, so I'm gonna keep these guys in prison just because of that for my next character. I don't know if I'll actually live until the end of the siege if I was as weak as they say. It could be a problem. We have some raiders, you know, walking through my territory. That's not the worst. Can ransom Duke Håkon. We are going to ransom him because money, and he might actually escape. They have a tendency of escaping, and I don't like that. So let's go ahead and force demands. And the Dukedom of Sweden. You are the wrong fate. I would like to revoke your titles, but yeah, you don't care. So let's go ahead and just grant titles to Norway. Oh, I gave it the wrong one. No, I didn't. You are the queen. Okay, I got it. I didn't do a boo-boo. It just felt like a boo-boo. There we are. Yeah, and as you can see, the orders doesn't really make any sense in terms from a vassal standpoint. So we'll clean those up later once we get high crown authority, because that will help with, you know, clean up. Now, before I die, we're going to declare a holy war, and I have no idea if this will, you know, take my what's it called? My next ruler's holy war from him, so that he can't do it. But we're gonna give this a go and see how it pans out. We're gonna raise all our troops in center here, because why not? It's a good central location. And I won't do the cheese with cancelling my perks this time. We're gonna see. I had previously. Never mind. There we are. We have died. High King Hundbjörner. Again, can't pronounce that name. I don't know half the letters. Of the North Sea has joined the feast in Valhalla at 91 years of age. He died of old age. Although quite famous for sharp intellect, he could still not outsmart Hel. High King Magnus ascends to the throne. A formidable duelist, many expect him to excel in tournaments and personal combat alike. So, I'm now High King Magnus, 44 years old. And as you can see, we have lost one title on succession. Oh, we lost the Empire of Italia. That's a problem. So Empire of Italia got created because we are technically partition. Why did she get Francia too? What? Okay, this I'm gonna have to have a look at this pretty soon. So we're gonna end it here. Thank you for watching, and we'll figure this out next time. Bye bye.